Welcome everyone. Today we explore the mystery of the new entity in the underground, Cabal. The mysteries contained within this pyramid. The beings, the death merchants, Bukshot, the butcher, Mr. Gray, the executioner, and Low-Key, the necromancer. There is a temple that exists, the monolith of Zeos. They're never seen entering or exiting this temple, but many of the town folks who live near it believe that this is where the death merchants reside. Let us take a closer look.
What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. Cabal is upon us. Bukshot, Mr. Gray, Low-Key, forming a new supergroup. When this group was announced, I didn't know what to expect. I was a new fan of Bukshot. I have never listened to Low-Key. I wasn't sure what I was going to hear with this project. But coming off of the hype of Double Dragon, I leaped into this album with 100% blind faith in my newfound fanhood of Bukshot. So I was blown away. I did not know this was going to be a wicked album. When I first originally had gotten this copy right here, it seriously gave me some Dark Lotus vibes. And listening to the album, it gave me even more Dark Lotus vibes. People may disagree with me. They may comment and say that it felt like a Dark Lotus ripoff. I didn't get that vibe at all. Think of it like the Marvel Cinematic Universe. If Dark Lotus is the Avengers, then Cabal to me is kind of like the Guardians of the Galaxy. It's just another entity out there that exists in the same universe, and it is fucking wicked. It's dark. I absolutely love this album a lot. So as you can see, it has been released into 3 different versions. The original initial pre-order was this version right here. I'm kind of loosely calling this the Watchers cover, maybe the Death Merchants cover. Haven't fully decided yet. This to me, I'm calling the Dark Assembly cover, because you know, when you get into the album and you get into like the skit talking about the Dark Assembly, you have to acquire a coin to be a part of the Dark Assembly. This album, if you got the Death Merchant mystery box, it does come with a coin. Everybody's doing the coins anymore, but this has a purpose. Again, if you listen to the album and you listen to the song Dark Assembly, it gives this coin a hell of a lot more purpose than any of the other coins that any other artist is putting out. So also, if you got the mystery box, it did come with cards talking about the different aspects, the different stories, if you will, to this project, to this album. So there you have the monolith of Zeos, which is the pyramid. Each card, and I'm not going to read them, it tells you a little bit about each of the things that it's showing. This is the drachma token, which is the coin you have to acquire to be a part of the Dark Assembly. This is the offering of souls, and of course these are the 3 skits throughout the actual album. When you listen to those skits, they tell the story of the Cabal, they tell the story of the Watchers, they tell a story that introduces us to this brand new supergroup. Then you get into the actual Death Merchants themselves, the members. You have Bukshot, the Butcher. You have Low-Key, the Necromancer. And you have Mr. Gray, the Executioner. So there were cards that came with that box as well. I was thankfully able to get myself one. So what I want to do, I want to jump into the cover that I pre-ordered first. just to kind of go through everything. Like I said, this album gave me straight up Dark Lotus vibes, and the original thing that gave me those Dark Lotus vibes was the hieroglyphics here on the side. I mean, the fact that they're robed characters as well gave me Dark Lotus vibes. You have a pyramid there on the front. Some of the Dark Lotus albums, they've had pyramids in them, primarily Tales from the Lotus Pod. I do believe Black Rain had a lot of the pyramids that you can find in Mexico and Central America. So the pyramids, they kind of tie in together as well. There you have the CD art. I absolutely love this eyeball. I'm like fully behind it. I had to make sure I got the shirt, got the jersey. There you have the monolith of Zeos as well behind there. Those hieroglyphics, that's what gave me Dark Lotus vibes off the jump before I ever listened to this. We pull this out, and if I'm not mistaken, I like I said, I wasn't going to read the cards to you. If I'm not mistaken, I think, no, it doesn't. The card is different. This right here, this is everything that is said in the Monolith of Zeos intro track, essentially. So, yeah, if you haven't listened to the album, there you go. The imagery of this album, I love it. You know, here you are down in basically, like, I'm going to say in a tomb or inside the monolith itself. You have that eyeball there again. This shit was fucking dark. Absolutely love it. I seen right off the jump before I listened to it that all the tracks were produced by Seven. I was like, this album's going to bang. Seven is a damn good producer. So we're not going to go over the tracks just yet because the track lists on this one and this one are the same, but this one actually comes with an extra track that I'm glad is or was put on the album. So we're going to go ahead and jump into this version right here. You could essentially call this the Inner Skull version. There are versions of the pyramids called the Inner Skull version. We're not going to talk about the Inner Skull because we don't talk about the Inner Skull. So we will pop that open. Everything about it is pretty much the same aside from this background here. There you have the Death Merchants, the Cabal with some skulls behind them. The Offering of Souls. It's the ritual that takes place inside the Monolith of Zeos. Artwork is just a little different on the inside of this book as well. But the track lists are exactly the same. And when you jump into this one, this is the one that came out digitally on Friday for everyone to listen to. Like I said, I'm calling this one the Drachma. I might call it the Drachma token cover, but for me, I'm calling it the Dark Assembly cover. We'll get to that why in just a minute. Open this up with the song credits, and again, you have the same spoken word from the Monolith of Zeos intro, the same thing that was in the books of these right here. So we pull this out right here. Here you have the Drachma token, except now it is covered in blood. The price of being part of the Dark Assembly: you must acquire this token, and then you must spill your blood onto the head of this token to be a part of the Dark Assembly. And what is the Dark Assembly? Nobody really knows, because those that are a part of the Dark Assembly, they don't speak about what they witnessed, nor should they. Flip this over to the back with the track list, which is Monolith of Zeos.
In an ancient land that time has long forgotten, a temple sits in the shadow of the moonlight. This
Horns of Hades.
Y'all ain't ready for the horns of Hades foaming at the mouth like we
Shadow people.
we bring dark upon you with this gift from the trade we call you
Slender Man, vernacular vendetta.
The Watchers.
We've been watching from the castle since we closed the gate.
We watching you watching us. Everything we watch turn to dust.
Dark Assembly.
During the 6th month of the year, the Cabal performs a ritual in which they allow certain people from the local towns nearby to
Death Merchants.
Got myself a hunch, when I catch 'em make 'em bleed, and it won't take much.
We are the merchants of death, time to confess, come out and play.
The Spawning.
It's all the blessings from the heavens, evolved lessons to perfection. You ever been not quite awake but wide asleep, seeing shadow beams?
Madness in Me.
These tempests manifest this madness deep inside of me.
This madness out for me. Pain is
Devil Inside.
Soul gone cold, gave up living life. The devil inside of us.
Offering of Souls.
After the blood splatter, coin is handed over to the coin master. The visitors are then ushered forward to the heart of the temple's ground, where they will then...
Don't go in the basement.
Put you in the ground and the concrete fill the hole. Don't go in the basement. Find the devil's basement.
Maelstrom.
When I flow forsaken, you know there's no mistaking. It's the Allah Zulu, you have no clue what you awaken. This is more than entertainment. What? Some say I started.
And Phantasm.
They don't understand. On the drop of a coin, we can kill your favorite band.
And you know now all the things that we live.
So like I said, this version right here comes with an extra track, Phantasm. The other two versions do not. They end on Maelstrom, and they end rather abruptly. It was one of the things that originally listened to this, that was probably the one thing about it I didn't like, as I felt like Maelstrom just ended so abruptly, and just like that, the album was over. Phantasm, I feel like, closes the album out a lot better. So if you have this version or you have this version is worth picking up, whether you're a collector or not, just because that extra track, I feel like, I mean, not only that, you're getting extra Cabal, which this, if you're fucking with his album, then you're fucking with his album, and why would you not want more Cabal? So standout tracks, I love this album front to back. Like I said, it gave me Dark Lotus vibes. This is a fucking dark album. This is fucking wicked. Absolutely fucking love this album. But my standout tracks, I have to have some standouts, so I'm going to name 3 standout tracks and give you my favorites. So my standout tracks on this: Madness in Me, Devil Inside, and I'm going to say Shadow People. Those are my 3 standout songs, with my favorite one being Devil Inside. I've got to go check out Low-Key after this album. Like I said, I've never listened to Low-Key before. I've known of Low-Key, but I've just never listened to anything by him. His verse in Devil Inside was so descriptive, and I could just imagine and picture what he says in his verse. Like, that is some great storytelling. There's, you know, Violent J is notorious for that kind of shit. And when Low-Key did that, I was like, God damn. Like, I gotta go check out Low-Key after this. I have to. But yeah, Devil Inside, absolutely great song. Absolutely love it. But this project, front to back, I can listen to it. Maelstrom is kind of a posse track. You know, it features Twisted, it features Ala Zululu, and it features the super famous Fun Time guys. I'm not a huge fan of posse tracks. Sometimes I just kind of like, you know, they are what they are. Everybody spits a verse, there's no chorus. But it's still a good song. It's probably the only one that I ever have any urges to skip, because I'm not a big fan of posse tracks. Not always. So it's the one that I probably would say that I have the urges to skip, but I've yet to do it in the times that I've listened to it over the last week and a half. So this album right here, I'm fucking with it. The imagery, the artwork, the concept, the story, the eyeball. I got the jersey, I got a shirt, it's my phone background. I'm fucking with it. I'm totally behind Cabal. I do believe this is not the last we have heard of Cabal, which is a very good thing, because I'm behind this project, I'm behind this group, I'm fucking with it. So I'm excited. I'm excited to hear more. I'm definitely loving what I'm hearing. If you guys have listened to Cabal, tell me what you guys think down below. What are your favorite tracks? If you have a least favorite track, tell me what it is. If you haven't listened to this album, go check it out. At least check it out. I feel like you will not be disappointed. This is a fucking dark, wicked album. It's Dark Lotus vibes without trying to replace Dark Lotus. They're just existing in the same universe that Dark Lotus does. And I fuck with it. You guys should check it out if you haven't. So that is my review of Cabal, The Watchers. Thank you guys for watching. I will see you guys next time.